In the spirit of 4th of July, let's jump into some of the players in college football that are going to create fireworks this coming season. Firework players, if you will. Meaning they're explosive, whether it's with the ball in their hands, whether it's on the defensive side of the ball, you got to watch them. Little teaser for you there. Let's just jump right into it. The first firework player for us here is Squirrel White from Tennessee, the wide receiver. He's going to kind of be in what Jalen Hyatt's role was a season ago. Because Tennessee's offense, if you're playing wide receiver, it's built on see ya. And what do I mean by that? What does see ya mean? It means when we line up one-on-one, we're going to line you up out wide. So that safety probably can't get there. It's probably just you and that DB. Probably you in a corner, depending on how they want to line it up. It's built on see ya, meaning we'll see you later. We'll get past you. Ball will be up in the air. We're scoring touchdowns. Squirrel White was tracked at practice going 23 miles an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, that is speeding in a lot of school zones. They'd be pulling Squirrel White over and saying, do you know how fast you were going? He said, yes, sir, I did. I was going 23 miles an hour to the end zone. Keep an eye on Squirrel White. I think he's a firework player this coming season, and I think he's going to pick up a lot of the production that Jalen Hyatt left off. So Squirrel White, definitely a firework player. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're locked in. Thank you in advance for that. We love y'all. College football season is almost here. All right. Quarterback Caleb Williams, firework player now. Got a Heisman Trophy chilling out in his Los Angeles apartment, and he just has the wow factor. Like, y'all are going to watch some fireworks tonight. I'm sure you'll be out on a lawn. You'll be with the kids. Maybe it's after you just ate 17 hot dogs. And you're going to look up at those fireworks. And there's going to be a couple that make you kind of just go, wow. Wow, that is impressive. Maybe it's the grand finale. Maybe it's some combination of red and blue that's put together. But Caleb Williams, in my mind, has that same wow factor playing quarterback for Southern Cal. And how many times did we watch a USC game last year and Caleb Williams drops back, evades pressure, and it looks like he's about to be sacked, or it looks like this play is going to be dead, he's got to throw it away or something like that, and then he would just Houdini-like scramble out of it, slither out of it, and either run for a first down or throw for a touchdown or whatever it was. Like, he's got the wow factor. In my opinion, he is always the most dynamic player on the football field, and he's your quarterback. Do we understand how ridiculous that is? How rare that is? I think we need to. Caleb Williams, without question, a firework player. Barium Brown, wide receiver at Kentucky. He's the kind of player that just makes you hold your breath every time he touches the rock. I mean, there was last year against Ole Miss. He had several kickoff returns where as soon as he caught the ball, whether it was on the 2-yard line or whether he was a little bit further up, doesn't matter. Anytime he touched the rock, you were like, okay, this could go now here. He's got real deal speed, was a freshman All-American for us here at On3, 100 and 200 meter champion in the state of Tennessee when he was in high school, like firework player every time he touches the ball. Expect him to have potentially better production this coming season with Devin Leary playing quarterback now. I think he could be a more reliable quarterback for Kentucky. No knock on Will Levis. I just think Devin Leary could maybe get the ball to Barium Brown a little more consistently. And if they get it to him early and often, good things are going to happen for Kentucky. Let's just say that. Now, a firework player we alluded to a little bit, top of this segment, was on the defensive side of the ball. And that is, we'll call him a linebacker because that's what he's listed at, but he'll probably play all over the field for LSU. Harold Perkins is a firework player. He is must-see TV every single time he laces them up. That Arkansas game is probably what sticks out in our minds most clearly. 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. He just took over that game. LSU scratching and clawing to get out of a game in Fayetteville with a win, and Harold Perkins, the freshman, is spying Malik Hornsby all day long and won them that football game, if we're being real. He was only a freshman. Harold Perkins was a freshman last year. Do we understand how ridiculous that is? Switching out the number, was 40, is going to be 4 this coming season. Number 4 is must-see TV on the defensive side of the ball. Cannot stress that enough. Watch for him to be someone that you have to game plan every single week for in the SEC. Every single week, you better know where number 4 is lined up at. He's going to be a problem for you. He'll wreck the game if you don't have a plan in place. Last firework player we got to talk about here is Nick Singleton, running back from Penn State. Dude is just a home run hitter. 87-yard touchdown run in the Rose Bowl a year ago. 6.8 yards a carry. Dude is just a home run hitter. Expect him to be the lightning to the thunder of Katron Allen in that running back room. Penn State's going to have a chance now, I think, to even be more dynamic offensively, as you probably feel as well with Drew Aller now being the quarterback for them. Dude can sling it now. When you have a quarterback that can sling it around the yard, where a safety has to kind of double check that it's not play action, you can't just stack the box against Penn State, Nick Singleton is going to benefit from that. And if you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. Nick Singleton, firework player. Expect him to build on that 6.8 yard average he had a year ago. Dude's going to be a freak for them again in 2023. So the firework players for us here: Squirrel White, wide receiver at Tennessee, not just fast, stupid fast. Caleb Williams, the most dynamic player on the field every single time he is playing. Quarterback. He's a quarterback. Just ridiculous. USC is sitting pretty. Barium Brown, wide receiver for Kentucky, really fast. You hold your breath every time he touches the rock. Harold Perkins, you better be watching him whenever LSU's playing a game. Must-see TV, exciting every single time he's out there for LSU. Harold Perkins is a dog, firework player. Nick Singleton from the Big Ten with Penn State, home run hitter every time he gets the ball. So those are the firework players. Keep an eye on them this coming season, but make sure you enjoy the fireworks tonight as well on 4th of July. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.